I'm going to close Discord. Any questions, just ask in the chat. God, I got a headache. Sorry to bring down the vibe, but I don't know, it's hot here and I'm not used to it. I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, will it get like this where we don't even have the algo templates on anymore and we're just like let's see. That would be so bloody mad. We're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's been there since this morning. I posted it in the those short daily, I say short, it's 8 minutes. Those daily updates or daily bias review kind of thing, you know. It hasn't moved. So we got to keep in mind. Sorry, I'm eating something at the same time. Got to keep in mind. I mean, we've passed that point of control, which is like the downtrend point of control. So value area high should be next, which is pretty much at the high. So we might as well go there. That's actually there, I think. Yeah. Cool. I love it. So easy. Oh my God. What did we do before the ranges? Honestly, it was far more like
in the background there.
Didn't really know whether we were gonna win or not, whereas now we kind of know we're gonna win most of the time. It was way more like 60-40, whereas now it's more like 90-10. All right, let's see. All right, so what are we expecting? Well, gotta keep in mind every possible scenario. So let's get it going. All right. Okay. So you got that. 4-hour balance. That's a 4-hour order block, isn't it? Cannot deny. Points of invalidation. Let's just move this. All right. Shift that there. Okay. Points of invalidation. Well, I can shift stop up to probably there based on the 5-minute, maybe even there actually. Then we've got the 27, which we're operating in at the moment. Let's just do this guy, shoot that on the right. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, that's the deal. So based off of this, we're going to there. So we'll go like this from here to there.
Jordan, we cannot see your screen.
No.
Yeah.
God damn it. What? I'm sharing it though.
No idea.
That's bloody odd. Let me try just sharing everything. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it. Same. Everyone else could see it. You couldn't see it.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the chat. We only see the black chart. Can't see shared screen. I thought it was just me. I can see it. So some people could and some people couldn't. How weird. Anyway, so let's just thank you, by the way. Yeah, so this is the last leg of the MMXM MMBM on the 27. Right, so we can do this just to keep us aware of what's going on. So you've got this guy. All right, and we'll color that in purple. All right, cool. 27. 27 inside center, white. All right, cool. Now we're going to drop to the 9. Get up our 9s. All right, so you got this 9. All right, let me just shift this over. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's our 9. We're going to go just get boxes from that high to that low. Yep. Shift that over. All right, 9s are going to be this color. No. 9s are going to be this color. And we'll just do 9. Yep. And we'll have to put a little bit of white around it. So we can do this. I mean, ultimately, it's the most important thing right now is where we are at the moment. If we're going to go, like Yoda mentioned, the theory of quadrants, this upper quadrant rejection point could indeed be, and you'd reject from around the equilibrium. So what is a bullish scenario here to at least take us to the high? So we can sort of frame that. So from a low, breaking up through here, right, to the high of 9 should result in this, and then continuing higher, right? So that's one option for 9. All right, so 9 is a gray. Okay, and then this should be purple. All right. Now, the other option, which is bearish, which can tell us actually that we're going to reverse at this 27 high, is actually testing this, coming back to the low again, and then going up, which would actually finish with a down move. So that would be your turtle soup at the high on the 15 or 30 or something like that. Yes, see. All right. So shift this over. Your option 1 or option 2, depending on the behavior at equilibrium. That's all. What a mess. What a mess. Yeah, so you got 1 or 2. Looks like we're potentially doing this one. We will see, because we rejected right off the equilibrium. There's no inducement at the equilibrium there, meaning we actually touched it. I like that. And maybe we can hover around on the 3-minute. Just to get a bit more detail. We will see, because we never really back tested this. We just pushed through it. You know, and you could get backtest into this order block. What do we have going here? We have a hippo. Well, it's more of a Yoda zone actually on the 30-minute here, which is around that order block. But reclaim of a 4 hour and 3 hour FEG inversion. We will see. All right. Yeah, not really seeing anything else. Ah, yeah, cool. I like it. Who else sees it? We are generating equal lows above an order block at range low. That's cool. Okay, I got 2 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Next candle. So that low is confirmed as a low. So equal lows. Equal low. Okay, center. All right, so sweep into this order block. That was inducement away from an order block push up. So always watch for these. It's a tell supercells, A+1 on a low time frame. But always watch for these being generated above demand or supply, or below a supply zone, above a demand zone. All right. So yeah, something like that. Turn this off. Come on. It's weird. Today, I just have a headache and all I want to do is eat like chocolate or something. Do you ever have days like that? Look at this hippo here. That is a hippo. Who knows? At this point, remember one, let's map it out. Let's map it out, guys. I'm going to pull up the schematics. Looks like it's doing it. This guy. I mean, at this point, I'm going to disregard one of them just to clean it up, because I see this bearish scenario at a 9 range high, 27 range high, 9 in a premium 9. So let's map it out. 1, 2, and 3 would be to come and stop on this. Can you see it? I mean, that's what makes most sense to me right now. We will see. We just swept equal lows. Yeah, so we will see. Can I then ask myself, do I want to move my stop at this point? It's a risk-free trade. If we start losing this, it's like a bearish order flow locally. If we lose the imbalance here, the buy side imbalance, and lose this order block, becomes a breaker. Do you want to be in that trade? Don't really. But you have got that hippo below. Maybe I just shift it to somewhere like there, just for the sake of it. Usually, if my entry was a bit closer to where we are now, I would have put my stop probably here. Because we got a bit of breathing space, we're in a prime position. Yeah, so you've got 1, 2, and we see here from a low, 1, 2. Right. And then well, we did sweep those lows, but not into the low. So more inducement. We can't actually say we're traveling in this until we go back down. So until then, it's potentially in the other model. So if we drive through now, go to the high, it was actually the breakthrough EQ model. So we'll keep that handy too. This guy. Make it a bit bigger. There we go. All right. So yeah, if we break through now, that was actually 1, and we're yet to do 2. 2 would be getting to the high. We'll see. Because he essentially did a stop hunt of equal lows into a hippo. So that's maybe a sign. Which would be the bullish outcome, which might suggest range expansion to the upper 9, which is at the beginning of the 27 new range. All right.
Or you might go to the 27 high and then collapse to the bottom again.
True, because it resets at the high EQ or low. You never know. We can always reset. I was saying this to Harris actually. Always expect the unexpected. Yeah, so I mean, you wouldn't enter off there necessarily just because of the, well, you might have done. Not based on these, it's popped to the 15-minute. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of all turtle soup on the 15-minute. IOFED style. That might just be enough. Okay. Then the body there is the sensitive zone. The body low. We'll pop to the 5. That should be enough. So now I'm already thinking that's going to happen now. His order flow sort of confirmed a push up on a higher time frame than the 3-minute, where those equal lows were present above a hippo. So that was your demand zone before the lower demand zone, if that makes sense. Yeah, so 1, 2. So now I'm going to ignore this first one. And we're going to say 1, 2. Simple as that. Breaking this would be bullish IOFED on the 5 minute. This wick, closing a body above it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We close the body above the C by the looks of it. Okay, I'm just going to switch it to MT. MT. Extend to the right. And we'll make it white. Okay, I'm going to take off the other shit. Just about. And then we're sort of thinking we don't want to see this lost to confirm the move up. Yeah, so I'm then shifting this up at that point, probably around there. All right, left equal lows. Did we? Yes, we did. So it's a case of like, are we going to go for those first or after? We're still at equilibrium, so we could still do the other pattern, right? We could still do the other pattern where we reject here. It is possible, I'm not ruling it out. And then finally drop to that. Was it a 2-minute order block? I guess it was. Yep, at range low. We'll just keep monitoring it. What are the higher time frames doing? They don't want to load. No? Screw you. 30-minute. Oh, okay, so no, that's a 3 hour. Yeah, 30 minutes. So you wanna hold this zone, otherwise it's a bearish TS. And like Yoda said, quadrants, rejecting from the upper quadrant, the 9 equilibrium of the premium range here, it's like the guys with the money short early, everyone else is expecting this zone and they short early. So it happened yesterday as well. I pulled out early because of this. So what do I not want to see? Well, I don't want to see this order block breached. Would that be a short if we breached it? Well, it'd be a bit too tight, close to the equilibrium for me, and to the 9 EQ. As you can see, that's also the 9 EQ. So maybe if we lost that, then I'd be a bit more comfortable, but you know, it's a very late trade. So we will see. I'd prefer us to get a bit higher to short, and finally target that 429.
You see the stagnation because you are at previous day equilibrium.
Yeah. What was I putting on the
Right.
chart earlier?
Time to decide what you want to do.
Check this out. Do you remember this bullshit? Let me put it on. Levels. NL8 removed his levels indicator. But we also have, where was it? I forget. Come on. Well, it's going up. Cool. Come on, guys. We were right. Of course. Of course, if it hit my stop, I would have said I was right as well. So I can't find the fucking indicator. Ah, this one. Izzy K trading levels. Come on. It's like people like football, but I just like shouting at the chart like, get in there, my son. All right, at this point, I'm like, I don't really care. If it came back down to here, is what it is. But I'm gonna put my stop at equal lows. We're above the EQ right now. I just think it more likely that it's gonna go there now. I don't know. We'll see. Is that the high? Yeah, I'm taking profit just before the high. Look at all these levels now. You can never have too many levels. All right, monthly point of control. There you go, man. Too strong. Well, what was it, the low? I see these they're like look like VWAP closes almost, but they happen like a lot. I don't even know what they are. But it's like price deviated down to here to the weekly VWAP, right? And naturally, once we found footing there, we gravitated to these. I don't know. Weird, right? Can you tell I'm bored? All right. What's up here? Yeah, so we're above the PDEQ. That was my point. All of that for that. PDEQ. We're above it.
Yeah, we are. We are hitting the POC of the range.
Ah.
Mm.
All right, let's bloody do it. Let's bloody do it. Turn this shit off.
And if you take this, then 4293 more or less is value area high of the current volume profile.
Let's do it. I mean, all jokes aside, I'm so bullish on BTC. All right.
What?
What? All right. So the whole range. God, come on. Okay. Like,
Yeah, take it from there, more or less. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
My God.
Easy stuff.
That's crazy.
Right, it's simplicity.
Yes, indeed. Value area high up here is obviously at the extension, external range demarker. The point of control, we're hitting it.
Yeah, but it is, as I was saying earlier, it is a very fairly. Yeah, so we can break outside of this now. You don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Wow. Yeah, and
However,
of course we're bullish 729.243, but doesn't mean we can't come down to there yet.
Yes, because below, if you see the daily profile, I mean, if you see the time frame profile, so you draw a range from the bottom of the daily to the top right now, which you cannot do because you will mess up the stream. But that below we have a gap, and it is a big gap. It's not a small gap.
Oh, the daily VIB, yeah.
Oh, no, not the VIB, the daily volume profile gap.
I see, I see. All right, let me turn this junk off. And that's fine. We'll get rid of this junk. All right.
All right, so extend it and pull the last swing high, last swing low to this swing high. For example.
Da.
Yeah, one. This one, the big one. Okay. You see the gap? One gap is there.
This at the low
And
here.
these are poor lows. These will be taken.
Yeah.
So
Like,
now,
whoa.
when
Holy
you have the
shit.
EQL,
Oh
I
my
see
god.
you
Yeah.
have
Here.
all right. Draw from example there to the top. That
From
swing. No.
I see what you mean. Right, yeah. From here. Here.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. So it will give you the fresh. Now,
Why,
you see the
why,
gap?
why? Yes, I see. I see it. Yes.
Yeah. So
This.
this gap here, if we move there, it will like, quickly go to the other side of the gap.
Yeah. Jesus Lord. Okay. Let's see how that aligns with everything else. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you got just do it like that.
There is a daily hippo there that should hold.
Daily. So vol gap daily high. Okay. And it can just be like this. All right, and then we'll clone, drop it down. That's going to take too long. All right, the low, important too. Okay, low. And you got a hippo, this hippo. Yes, which is also a daily order block.
This is, I think, the break or make zone. Because if you break this and backtest it as resistance, then you obviously open the door for the lows of the volume profile, which has the equal lows, etc.
Yeah, it's just where the question is, where do we bounce? If we lose that, send two back, because
0.
I think maybe inducement away from the 729 high. The biggest inducement ever. All right, cool. That's interesting and useful. Let's pop back to the 15. See where that aligns. Let's see. We're gonna add our
You see
stuff.
how perfectly the 243 equilibrium is in the middle of the gap, right? It is also the equilibrium of the gap.
Yes.
And it is untested.
Mm,
So you may have like on the equilibrium there, it's 24381. You may have a 27 stop hand at the equilibrium level on the partition that it's below the equilibrium,
mhm.
which more or less will fill the volume gap, and then you can continue up.
Yes. That makes sense. That does make sense. Let's see. God, it's so boring. All right, cool. Yep, still there. All right. Like, I don't really see a reason for us this being the low before we push up to 729. I don't really see that. it makes more sense to come down here first before we do something like that. So everything's sort of in agreement there.
This is something that I didn't see. Look how the volume gap high reacted at 12 o'clock. Look to your left.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're thinking of things. Yeah, but it can just as well suck it in. But if it's gonna
The
bounce,
first time,
the
that's
first
why,
time it touches, you get a bounce away. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
yes. The second time, you will start filling the gaps.
Uh-oh.
The third time, it will be an elevator,
Mm-hmm.
which will take you to the other side. But obviously, if you go there and you start filling the gaps and you are at 81 EQ, then you will start to have like partitions like 27 above you and partitions which have already completed their algo models for the time being. So there is no need to come back to them. So you will only begin to look for lower partitions. That's the problem with all this. So it is either we pump and we pump heavily and we clear the highs and we clear the objective that we have for so long right now, which is the swing high. And then we can continue lower or something, we reverse, we make a turtle soup there or something. Or this will get so choppy until this gap gives up and then you will continue lower. And basically, if you start seeing these like in really high time frames, like 12 hours daily or whatever, the longer you stay right now inside this range, you form a consolidation area at the highs.
Yes,
And
that is
when you form
true. Yeah.
consolidation areas at the highs after a leg which has imbalances below, let's say is not great.
No, it would be a very obvious early sign that we're just accumulating to manipulate to target the obvious liquidity.
They will accumulate shorts probably here. Probably take out the highs and flush them one last time. So making sure that retail didn't get on the right side of the trade. And then they will continue lower to distribute the shorts and switch to longs.
It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Because if you're thinking about the gold back range, it's like predefined areas for stop hunting, and the patterns just play out anyway. But it's like, is someone looking on I guess a data window going, I see the market has sold here, or the market's selling there because they're human, and that's where humans would be induced to sell, you know.
The good thing with the goldback ranges, and I always say this, is that the ranges do not change.
Exactly.
So you can go back, you can study previous PA, you can see what happened, etc., etc., etc. What changes though, and it's very crucial as to how you approach those ranges, is the overall context. So sometimes you will hit like a 243 high, which in the past has given you very, very good reaction. But every time that you hit it in the past, it was like, you know, a slow move to the upside. It took you like 2 weeks to hit it. The price was consolidated. And finally, it made a pump, took it out, and then reversed. While the context this time might be that you are coming from a major pump, one leg after the other, displacement candle after the other. You hit this and you get absolutely zero reaction. And you think to yourself, okay, so really, goldback levels are bullshit because they cannot guarantee, you know, the same behavior every time. Of course they will not, because the context is different. And once the context is different, the stage is different. Otherwise, every macro would have the same, you know, behavior.
Oh,